First off, Ray, we're here in Stanley, North Carolina at East Lincoln Speedway, a track you recently bought into. This seems to be the way business ventures are going these days, isn't it?
Oh, boy, I don't know if it's a good business venture. You know, most short track promoters will tell you that, but it's kind of a labor of love. You know, there's, you know, if you look at what Tony and Dave Blaney and some of the guys are doing, you know, we want to try and save the short tracks across America. And I've always had a love for dirt racing, so this one was right here, and I thought in my retirement, what a great thing to do.
When you look at this track, why is this project become your new passion? It's not really a new passion, it's just a new opportunity.
You know, something told me, look, if you really want to put your money where your mouth is and do something to help the community and do something to help short track racing and have a good time, this was the place to do it at. And, you know, I knew that the place was coming up for sale, and I thought, man, I need to get involved so this doesn't turn into another strip mall or a housing development.
Was there ever an exact moment where you could put your finger on it, where this is where you wanted to turn towards?
I think as you grow in years and you have accomplishments, life starts to change. You know, I didn't even realize it until somebody asked me, you know, 3 or 4 months ago, what was the turning point? And truthfully, you know, the day that that we lost all the people on the Hendrick plane really started me thinking about, what do I really want to do with my life? Is it about collecting trophies? Is it about doing things like that? Or maybe I can use some of that to do something good, and so now I'm doing a little bit for me, and if I want to come here on a Saturday night instead of going to the cup races, I think I can have just as much fun, and who knows, we might see the next Tony Stewart or Jeff Gordon here.
All right, I need you to set the record straight, because Jimmy Spencer on NASCAR Raceday on the Bud Shootout show in February made a comment, if you can imagine that.
When race started to go here, and there, it started to default, the team started to fall apart. Petty's not going to allow that to happen.
Jimmy and I have talked about those comments, and you know, just you know, the facts are, I was basically headed towards retirement from Gillette Evernham at that time, and the last race that I was on the box happened to be the Coke 600 that Casey won, and then headed down into retirement. That's a plan that George Gillette and I had made. It wasn't anything going on. You know, I was going to start working my way out. I'm still a consultant to them and help them. Haven't really lost interest in NASCAR. I just feel like I've got to help in other areas. You know, when I came in here and wandered around in that grandstand, you know, I saw the same passion that I saw at Daytona. There's kids out there that they know they're coming here to race on Saturday night. You know what? Longer than I want to admit ago, I was that kid.
Well, thanks for setting the record straight, and of course we'll take care of Spencer, don't worry about that. What's been your fondest memory of your NASCAR life, so to speak? You
know, that's really hard, because I had to ask Chad Knaus that question, and I knew what he was going to say. It's really hard. I think it was just that part, that whole experience of being one of the Rainbow Warriors, being part of that team. You know, I can't pick one race, but when you look back and that feeling of teamwork and commitment and being able to work with all those guys, those were the good old days.
Is there anything you would have changed throughout those good old days?
I would have put more gas in the night that we ran out leading to Winston. Other than that, you know, that's
no
the one
that's still,
other than missing by a gallon of gas that night, that's the one that still gets me.
You can let it roll off your shoulders, can't you now? Is this dirt track going to keep you busy enough? Because you are a busy man. You stay on the run quite a bit.
Yeah, and I can't stop that. You know, I'm still pretty busy. You know, everybody's got a golf game where they go fishing, or there's a point in time where you just, you know, some people do 2 or 3 days work at a local hospital or do something. So I look at this as my golf game, my fishing, my charity.
Your charity work.
All in one.
Well, that's good.